What's up, YouTube? For tonight, we have a full Bible team. Now, this battle was pretty interesting. It was a Ubers battle, so I had to use Arceus and some other things like that. So it was a little bit different to my usual videos. Right, make sure you leave those theme suggestions in the comment section below, and the highest on that comment will be the winner as usual. And you may be picked for a Mystery Monday too, so go for it. Now, quickly, this video is definitely not intended to be offensive to any people who are religious and stuff. So, yep, just keep that in mind. It's just a normal video, and let's do this one anyway. So this person I battled was on my friends list from the last giveaway or from my chat. So if you do want to have a battle against me, yep, visit my chat there, and I do accept battles there. Okay, so we have a Landorus lead here. This was a full-on Ubers battle. I had Ubers in my team too, so I had to obviously do an Ubers battle. Okay, so I've got the counter here. I thought Landorus may go for Earth Power there too. So it was really like a 50-50 chance there. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like a special one. A lot of them actually are, even though it's physical is actually slightly better. Okay, anyway, so I've got the Custep Bro, Sturdy Explosion. I was like, oh my god, please kill against this Darkrai, because it's going to be a really big pain in the ass spamming Dark Void like every turn. So that takes Darkrai out, and I couldn't have hoped for a better start. That's pretty much how this sort of goes. Takes the physical Pokemon out with counter, then goes Custap Boom and takes two Pokemon out for one. So it's an excellent lead there. Alright, so we have Xerneas coming in here. I sent out my Wailord. Now I've got Clear Smog on my Wailord. I wasn't sure what to do here, so I thought maybe I could go for that, or maybe I should just go for Water Spout and get some, lots of damage off there. I thought it was a bit of a risky play because they could just attack me instead of going for a Geomancy. So I decided to go for Water Spout anyway, just to get some damage off on this thing, in case it didn't. So it's got the Power Herb Geomancy, and that's going to have like 1,000,000 special attack pretty much. It gets a special attack buff there, so that's really going to affect the amount of damage that I do to it. This is a Specs Waterfall at full health. Still does close to half. I was very proud of that. That's quite good damage there. It's very bulky too. Okay, so obviously Moonblast is going to destroy me there. It's very powerful. Okay, so I don't have any Pokemon left on my team that can probably take this out now. If I don't take this out now, it's pretty much game. So I've got Arceus, of course. It couldn't be this team without it. So I have to use the Extreme Speed there with the Silk Scarf, and it still with Adamant Nature, and it still doesn't take it out. And I fucking leave this Moonblast on 7 health. I was like, damn, that was really close, because that was game there if I went down there. Okay, so Lugia comes in here. I thought it would. Looking at that team, I was like, well, they're not going to probably sacrifice the Xerneas there. So I thought, well, I'll go for the Shadow Claw, at least break Lugia's multi-scale. Not that it didn't do anything it was very defensively bulky and multi-scale and all that, so I couldn't really touch that, and I didn't want to lose my Arceus just yet because I had that Xerneas creeping around still. Okay, so into my Giratina. Now, this Giratina was pretty fun. I had Rest, I had Sleep Talk, I had Ancient Power, and I had Ominous Wind with the Leper Berry. So it's like this just a really defensive wall, max health, max defense. It makes a great defensive wall anyway, even on the standard sets. Lots run like the Chesto, Resto, Will-O-Wisp, that sort of deal. This is like just a bulky variant, and if you're lucky enough, you can get some lots of boosts off, and with that Leper Berry, you can get some more tries too. Okay, so Lugia is going to talk to me, which at the moment doesn't really phase me at all because I've got Rest. They don't know this at the moment, of course, and Psychic is not doing too much damage to me either. I'd say, well, definitely that Lugia's got all of its EVs invested in health and defense. Okay, so this is the stally poke on their team, really. Lugia is so bulky. I needed to get like a Toxic on it. That was my best bet here. Okay, so here I'm trying to get some boosts up with Ominous Wind, but I really wasn't having like much luck here at all. So I go for the Rest here, so I thought I need to get this Lugia to swap because there's not much I can do to it unless I get a couple of boosts here. I could be fine staying against it, like I might eventually get one, but it's going to go on for ages. So I was hoping they'd swap here after I use Rest. So I did a swap here, and I thought, well, I'm going to make a really risky play here and go into my Arceus again. And I could be completely wrong and kill my only hope of taking out probably one of the Pokemon later on in their team, or the Xerneas, but I just took a massive risk here, and I thought they might try and bring it in after I went to sleep. Okay, so here I went for Extreme Speed. I mean, I thought Lugia may come in again and try that. I almost went for a Sword Dance there too. It was very close thing there. I'm not sure whether they expected that. Sword Dance is pretty standard on their Arceus. Okay, so out comes the Lucario. I'm expecting it to use like or any attacker. I'm not going to be able to take it out with extreme speed anyway. I wasn't sure if it was like a special or physical there. And it's going to be the Mega Lucario, obviously, there. Okay, so I bring in Giratina anyway. I'm trying to... I haven't actually showed all of my moves yet. I could still have Will-O-Wisp, they don't know that. Okay, so it goes for Bullet Punch there. So it's a physical set, definitely. It's got the Sword Dance, so this is not good. It's able to set up Sword Dances here. Even though I'm a defensive wall, it's going to start doing a lot of damage to me too. Okay, so I was hoping I could get some, at least like an Ominous Wind off to get some damage on this thing. I do, which is really good, so that does some nice damage there. It's about a close to a 3-hit KO, maybe a 4-hit KO. At min damage. So it's going to get another fucking Sword Dance off, so it's got a lot of attack at the moment. This is really, really not cool. I've got my Arceus still to come in and Revenge Kill it, but it's not quite enough range for me to do that, and I need to hit it release like another one. I get Sleep Talk Rest, which... well, that's a normal battle, and it goes for the Stone Edge here, and I tanked that pretty nicely. I was expecting maybe a Steel type move. I'm not sure what else it would have than Bullet Punch really, for physical of course. It avoids the attack, and I go for the Ominous Wind again, so it's in range of the extreme speed now, and it goes for Bullet Punch this time. Like, well, that's probably going to take me out. So that's my Giratina out. I'm not sure if it would have made too much difference if they went for Bullet Punch. I know it's Stab, but the base power is definitely not there as Stone Edge is. Anyway, so I'm going to go for extreme speed here. Half expecting the Lugia to come in again. And I was both those times, I was so close to go for Sword Dance. I had to think about that move for a long while. Okay, so we got the Primal Kyogre here. Of course, there's a Primal in there. When isn't there a Primal? And we've got the Lugia left. Now, this Primal is going to be a little bit of a problem. So I knew I wouldn't be able to... Obviously, I'm not going to be able to take it out with one extreme speed. I've got Silk Scarf extreme speed, Adamant Nature, as I said before. But I was thinking, well, it should get close to half damage. Kyogre is definitely not as bulky in defense as it is in special defense. So that was what I was going for. Okay, so it's going to take me out with Thunder. That's nothing I can do there. Arceus did pretty nicely in this battle, as it mostly always does. So I had 2 Ubers on this team. I had to use Alakazam, Mega Alakazam as Jesus, and just, yeah, don't get used to me using Megas too much. Okay, so, yes, Jesus has evolved into Mega Alakazam. Jesus is parting the sea. Okay, let's go for Psyshock here. Thank God I brought Psyshock on this thing, because if I had Psychic, it definitely wouldn't have taken it out. It's got massive special defense, Primal Kyogre. Okay, so the last Pokemon I've got is the Lugia. Now, I've got Shadow Ball on this. That's the best thing I can do against it. Its multi-scale is broken. That does nice damage. I'm really happy with that. I'd say, judging on that damage, it's basically... I'd say it's very much more defensive than special defensive. So I've got my... Now, this is another set that I've got left. My Kangaskhan is a fully special defensive wall, right? And it's got Toxic, and it's got Rest, Sleep Talk, and it's got Dizzy Punch as well. And there's no way this Lugia would ever be able to get through that. So I wasn't really fussed here staying in with the Toxic Storm. Now here I could easily bring in Kangaskhan and win the battle there. And I had Early Bird as well as its ability, so I was only sleeping for 1 turn. So there's absolutely no way this Lugia could take me out. So it had Roost, Toxic, and Psychic. I think its other move was Ice Beam. I can't remember. Anyways, so it's going to continue to use Roost here, trying to stall me out for Toxic. I don't really care, because I only need like 1 crit or even a special defense drop to take this thing out. And as I said, I've got Kangaskhan anyway, normal Kangaskhan, that could easily deal with this thing just with Toxic, really. Okay, anyway, so I just thought, well, I'll stand and see if I can get a special defense drop, firing off them Shadow Balls there. So that was some really good damage there. And I finally get the special defense drop, which is good. And so I had Ice Beam as the other move. So there's nothing you could do to my Kangaskhan at all. Max health, max special defense, wouldn't even touch it. Maybe if I got Freeze Axe, but damn, that'd be a lot. That would be a lot of attacks just to take it out. Anyways, it got the special defense drop. I'm going to finish it off here with the Shadow Ball. And that's pretty much game. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. There's a little bit of a different tier of battle, but I had some fun. Hope you did too. Peace out.